Kansas at Iowa State. Hold on. This has Big 12 championship implications on it. Hear us out. Iowa State.
This is
How many losses does Iowa State have in conference? Oh, yeah, that's right. One. That's right. One. And that was to Oklahoma State, who, by the way, could beat Oklahoma. And then, oh, wait. Kansas State. If they beat Texas, then it doesn't really matter. But they lose to Texas. Iowa State plays Texas. Likely a Texas team with Malik Murphy and no Quinn Ewers. That's pretty crazy. And they get Texas at home. So if they win this game against Kansas, actually, I think I wrote this line long. I have it plus 2.5. I believe Iowa State's favored in this game, right? 2.5 by minus 2.5. I want to fact check
right
on that.
here.
This
Yeah, Iowa
graphic I have
State
up on
minus
YouTube.
2.5 at home.
Okay. Yeah. So if you're watching on YouTube, this graphic's incorrect. It's not plus 2.5. They're minus 2.5. So for the purposes of loving chaos, I'm gonna take Iowa State minus 2.5. I'm gonna take them in this game. Kansas, I like Kansas a lot. I really do. But if you're gonna try to sit here and convince me and tell me that Jason Bean is playing B+ football right now, you're lying to yourself. He's not playing that well. He actually is not playing that well. They found something offensively. Rocco Beck's been taking care of the football, which for some reason quarterbacks don't do when they play Kansas. Wild, crazy. I don't know how they do it. They're just frisky on defense, scoring points. Give me the Iowa State Cyclones. Give me the team that's on the rise, finding something on offense. Gosh, I really like the way Rocco Beck's playing right now. I really do. We were
He's a
both
fun
here at the
quarterback to
beginning of the
watch.
season. We were on the JJ Cole train, the Roscoe Peak Cole train. Rocco Beck has found it. Whatever it is, he has found it.
It's awesome to see Matt Campbell and Iowa State playing good football. They come back home to Jack Trice Stadium after a 2-game road trip for them. I will say, like, Iowa State on one hand, like, not like who have they beat, but like who have they beat? You know, like,
Whoa.
and here's what I'll say.
They beat an Oklahoma State team.
Before Oklahoma State was the Oklahoma State we know today. And right before we, like, that was, they were still playing better at the time. But that was the game. Remember, we were pounding the under on that. We're like, these two offenses stink, and then they put up.
That was the first
60
game
points.
that was the first game that Alan Bowman played the whole game.
That's true. That's not crazy. But also, I think Oklahoma State's better. I think, not to take anything away from Iowa State, right? They ran into Oklahoma, who was playing really good football at the time, and they just buzzsawed them. But like TCU, Cincinnati, Baylor, right? None of those teams really moved the needle for me in the Big 12. Obviously. But at the same time, that's what I'm saying. Like we talked about it in the last video with Vatek and beating the bottom feeders of the ACC. Like, you can do that and still be a good football team. It's also how you look. Iowa State has looked really, really good, right, in doing so. The eye test is really important when trying to pick these games, especially in college football, when not everyone's created equal. Not every schedule is created equal, right? Especially there's so much variance every week to week with these teams and these 18 to 22-year-old kids playing. You get 12 different versions of them every year. I think you called it exactly right. Jason Bean, there's a significant quarterback advantage here, and it is to Iowa State. Rocco Beck is actually playing fantastic football. The Big Ten. No, the quarterbacks in the Big Ten stink. The Big 12 quarterbacks, he's got to be on the top half, not the top quarter of Big 12 quarterbacks right now. Jason Bean, turnover prone. I mean, I didn't love the way he played against Oklahoma State or against Oklahoma State and Oklahoma. They should not have won that game. It was weird. Lightning, the delay, and Devin Neal, and like, I don't know, turnovers, red zone issues. I think Iowa State sees that. I think they can.
They put up 51 on UCF, right? Jason Bean, here are his stats in that game: 8 for 12, 91 yards. Devin Neal
Turnovers.
ran for 151. Highshaw ran for 134. McDuffie ran for 91. I'm sorry, Jason Bean. I actually like Jason Bean as a player. I like him as a college football player. I like rooting for him. I think he's got wheels. I think he has kind of like a different level of athleticism than a lot of players do on the field. Like when he's on the field, he's one of the more athletic players on the entire field. I just really like this Iowa State team right now. I also like the idea of Iowa State having a chance to what would be, I guess, like if they beat Texas, they don't clinch the Big 12 because they'd have to still beat Kansas State. Actually,
Yes,
that
as
might
long
not
as
be
Kansas
true. Yeah,
State's under.
they have to beat both of those teams. Unless Kansas State like drops another one along the way. Like if they drop to Kansas on the road, then I don't know.
I want to
I
see.
just
Wait, real quick here. My pick is going to be Iowa State, and I'll take I'll take -2.5 as well.
nice. I mean, yeah, I'm with you there. So you got a lot of favorites this week. In the week of the dog, you're taking a lot of favorites.
Well, how could I pick against Rocco Beck? At the same time, also, wouldn't it be nice to see Oklahoma State and Iowa State rematch in Cowboy Stadium? Wouldn't that be
It would be.
incredible?
That'd be. We don't get the Oklahoma State, or sorry, we don't get the Oklahoma Texas rematch. We get the Oklahoma State Iowa State rematch.
Dude,
That'd be
ESPN would be so upset. The TV producers there would be just that'd be a big, F you to those guys. But I love it though. I think the Big 12, we talked about it. We talked about it at the beginning of the year. The Big 12 is the conference to watch. Now the Pac-12 or the Big 10 or the SEC, whatever, might be the best conferences. But the Big 12 is the most entertaining, and it has been like that for a couple years now. And November will not be any different. Yeah, Kansas has been a great story, though. I mean, they're ranked. They're ranked, and, they're
they
only
just beat
2.5
Oklahoma.
point top. Yeah,
They just
and
beat Oklahoma.
they had a tough schedule, too, and they're awesome. And without their quarterback, the Big 12 preseason player of the year was Jalen Daniels. And he has been hurt for most of the year. And being credit to him, who came back, could have transferred, could have gone pro, could have retired, whatever. Came back and said, "No,
Well, he would have
ride these guys out."
He would have. I think he actually had that conversation with Lance Leipold, and I think he had that conversation with Lance Leipold. He said, "I'm done after this year," but then when he came in late, like after that Arkansas, where he just absolutely, when they should have beaten Arkansas in that 2-point conversion in the bowl game, and he just missed the throw. I think the story is he came back in his office and was like, "Yeah, I'm not done." So
can't end on that.
Can't end on that. So pretty awesome story.